Good morning. So I've been away from the plot for a few days. After many tests of negative, it finally revealed that I had COVID, so I've had to stay from the plot for a few days. Tell you what, it was like a prison sentence. But I'm back. I'm going to carry on doing what I was doing. And yeah, also, Lisa from Dorchester, someone that watches the channel, she noticed that I used the Rode microphone, and she sent me an email saying that Tony C. Smith used like a lanyard to hold his microphone. So she's made this one for me that says the Grapevine allotment on it. So thank you very much for that, Lisa. I really appreciate it. It's actually so much better to hang it there so it's not clipping on my jumper or wiggling around. So yeah, I really appreciate you doing that. So thank you very much for making it me and sending it to me. Right, what else have I got to do? I'm going to have a look around now to see what Wani's doing, because I've had to isolate for about 5 or 6 days. So right, let's get that done. So the salad is coming along amazingly already. So the mustards and the rocket are going a bit crazy. So I'm going to harvest some of that today, and the lettuce as well. So the Lola Rossa and also the red oak leaf lettuce, and also this one, which is a salad bowl. So I think I'm going to have a couple of pickings off that to take home for my tea. I'm really happy with that. It just proves the difference of growing indoors to outdoors. It's nice to be missed, isn't it? Let's get you some corn, girls. So the girls are all happy now. They've had some treats. They have been looked after by other plot holders, thank God. I think I'm going to put the kettle on. I am gasping for a cup of coffee. The good thing is now as well is that the eggs are flying through, so I'll be baking more. I'm going to have an omelette tonight. I've already sold some of the eggs to one of the fellow plot holders, and that just helps, with the feed. So I don't have to keep, spending too much on the plot now. The money that I sell the eggs for, I can then use for their feed and pay for extra seeds. But the quality of eggs and the quantity as well I'm getting at the moment, since introducing extra chickens to the flock, bigger chickens as well, has benefited really. So just having bantams that are nice, but they're smaller eggs, having those bigger eggs, they are appealing. So some of the sunflowers have popped their heads up. I've got some things that are desperate to go out. We don't seem to have any. No, we seem to have 2 slugs that seem to have moved to the seed tray, so they're going to have to go. The nerve. So I have decided in this bed, the sweet peas are going in. These are desperate to come out, like absolutely desperate to come out. So I think now's the right time to pop these all in this bed, so I'll have a nice flush of colour through the summer. Get some twine, like so, and we'll just plant them in. Job done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use the jute twine, and I'm going to start tying it, and then what I'll do is I'll bring it round in a conical shape, and this will help the sweet peas further up the canes. So every now and again go around one of the branches just to give it a bit of tightness. And there we have it, all done. Hopefully this will give it a bit more strength as well. So as you can see now, I've added the jute twine all the way around. The good thing as well is that these are coming out just in time for me to then re-sow. I'll wash these over now and re-sow my runner beans ready for the summer. So it's just using the same plastics over and over rather than buying too many of them. Now I've bought some of these bio barrier slug and snail pellets. Now I've got no hope for these, but I'm going to give them a try anyway. I bought them in one of the local supermarkets. Let's just give them a bit of a try, and that's all we can do. The good thing about these nets as well is if you clip them at the ends, you can just pull them over and then obviously do what you need to do and swipe them back over. But one thing that you need to do is keep on top of your weeds. The bigger they grow, the more nutrient they're taking from the other plants. I'm getting quite a bit of slug damage here, so I will take some of the lower leaves off. But it's just one of those things, you know, it happens. The chickens will benefit from these now as well. I'll put some slug pellets around these and we should still get a nice harvest. So just a couple of clips and we're back secure again. The good thing about this stuff as well is it lets the rain in, it keeps the pigeons off them, and also you can see if there's any issues, you know, with pests. And you get more sunlight with this stuff. This is the veggie mesh. I prefer this over like the scaffolding netting because you just get more light in it, and especially with that scaffolding netting, you sometimes avoid looking underneath to see if there's any weeds. At least with this, it highlights there's an issue and you can deal with it. Nothing says Easter more than these two buckets here. The pinks and the whites and the yellows, they just scream Easter to me. So I'm glad that I've planted those up. It's just a shame that the daffodils, they didn't hold on as much as they should have. But, oh well. But these are absolutely beautiful. I love them. It's also lovely to see that the apple tree has got this beautiful blossom on it. I'm so happy with it. Look at that colour, it's like a crimson red. So I'm hoping that I will get a few apples this year on this tree. It'll be the first year. And also the plum tree. There's no blossom on it though, but there are some coming. So fingers crossed. The cherry tree, we've got some on that. So we might get some because last year it was hit by frost and I didn't get any, but fingers crossed for this year that we get some fruit on these trees. They haven't been in that many years, but I'm thinking this year is the year. So fingers crossed. I think one thing that's on all our minds at the moment is the financial status of the world. But we as gardeners have got the superpower that other people haven't got. We can grow food that can save us money in the long run. Think about those things like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, all the salads, tomatoes, peppers, chilies, cucumbers, spring onions, all those things, you know, like strawberries are so expensive through summer, so are runner beans. You know, £2 for a pack of 10 is crazy. But think that you've got a superpower over other people right now. Whether or not you're using your garden or an allotment or, you know, even just a terrace. Just think about those things that you can sow now and save you money in the long run. I know I have been considering it, and I've been growing extra tomatoes, some strawberries, because I know that once you pop it all in your trolley at the supermarket, it'll soon add up to about £30. And that's £30 that you could be using to warm your house, to put gas and electric in your house, and also to drive yourself to work. Consider that now that you've got a superpower over other people, that you can be saving money by gardening. So consider that, because I know I have been. Check me out then being all serious about the financial status of the world. But in all seriously, consider it when you're doing your sowing and growing this year. You know, we have got that benefit of growing things that can save us money. So think about that when you're sowing, put that extra bit in. And if it ain't just for you, you know, you can pass it on to other family members as well. So I won't be so serious next time. The salad is all bedding in nice now. It won't be long before we're harvesting some of the garlic. These ones at the back here, I am using as green garlic for stir fries and things. The black currants and the jostaberries are all flowering up. So hopefully we'll have a nice harvest of those, and raspberries, and also the gooseberries as well. The black currants, they are really flowering up this year, so I think we're going to have a nice harvest. The cabbages that I planted, they're doing okay. We did have a little bit of frost damage. If you can see the little whiteness on yellowness on the leaves, but they'll come all right. They'll be fine. I have got a few spares just in case, but they're looking lovely. So I think I've done all my jobs for the day to day. I've done the weeding, the planting, the watering, and I also did some sowing. I sowed some swede today. So if you're fancying some swede in the early autumn, winter, now's about the right time to do it. But you've still got about a month or so's grace. But I did mine today, and the type that I used was helenor. I absolutely love helenor swede. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care.